What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerry from the official Benz, and today I'm here with another story time about how I got food poisoning freshman year of high school. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment about what you think of these story times if you like them. But one new thing I'm gonna try and do the story in chapters, so you guys have an easier following of the story. You guys don't get lost. There's no confliction like, oh, what he said before that. Just in chapters, so you guys have an easier following. So a new story time is definitely due. I haven't done one of these in like 5 days. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Thanks for all the support. Good, G.
How do you handle fame?
I handle fame by not being famous.
She worked far away from where we live, so sometimes we were in situations that we had to make either we're gonna wait for her or we're not. And most of the time we made dumb decisions. Sometimes we had fun, and just like a lot of pros and cons to like being home alone, sometimes not being home alone, and that was just the situation at the time. So it's important you guys know that, so you guys know like why I poisoned the mess out of myself. It's not good to do that. I did at all. Wait for your mom to come home and make some good home food for you. This happened the Christmas break before the school was going to send us off. Everybody was hyped on my team. I played on the basketball team because we had a Christmas tournament coming up. Everybody was just excited to showcase their talent. You had some guys going to JV playing and just leveling up themselves. And we had some guys that were on the team and just happy to showcase their talent. It's an important tournament for us, and I just remember being really excited and everything like that. So I had a really hard practice, but came home around like 6, 7. My sister already ate and she was already full. She didn't have to worry about no food. Actually, she was about to go to sleep, and I just was like, you know what, like, I'm starving, I need some good home cooked food. So I called my mom, like, where you at? She said 5 minutes away. So my mom's 5 minutes is like an hour. So either I had a couple options to make here. I got showered, she still wasn't here. Got dressed, still wasn't here. Usually I would wait. Decisions to make at that time, right? Either I'm gonna wait for my mom to come home and make the home cooked food for me, or my own food, which I barely even did. Well, if I cook my own food, it was mainly like simple stuff: eggs, bacon.
Everybody say so, let's keep it going. Eggs, bacon, grits, sausage. I'm a skinny bitch, but I still take the sausage.
The normal simple stuff. It wasn't anything big and like gigantic, like to the point where like I'm making home cooked food myself. Cause remember, I'm just a freshman in high school. You know what I mean? Like most of the time, you can't like food cook for yourself freshman year in high school. You not really have to rely on to make food by yourself, right? 2 hours went by, right? So it's like close to 9, 10 at night. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just give it a go. I'm gonna choose something easy, choose something light. Not as light as cereal, like where you don't even have to cook it. You just put the milk and the cereal and you don't have to do anything. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try something just simple. Maybe the warm up freezer thing is a good idea. Cause I feel like having macaroni pie, so baked mac and cheese, whatever you guys call it. I felt like having that, so I took the packet out the fridge. I called my mom, like, you know what? I'm just gonna make this before you guys come. I'm not gonna put it in the microwave either, so I don't get sick. I ended up getting sick anyways. Don't get sick. I'm gonna put it in the oven, cook it, and let it cook long and properly, right? So she was like, okay, I mean, as long as you do it right, you just send me pictures of what you guys are doing. So I sent her pictures of anything, but the one step I missed sending her pictures for is the seasoning part, which is the most important part. And I didn't even have to do that. I added that step. Like, all I have to do is just take the wrapper off, put it in the oven, whatever it says in the microwave, just double that in the oven so it's really cooked. Even if it's well done, just make sure it's cooked properly. But I just did the reverse. Like, I put all the seasoning. My sister was there just to watch, and she was just seeing me pour all the seasoning on it. I didn't even look what season I was putting. I was putting everything on it, everything in the cabinet. Like, if there was vanilla, I'm putting the vanilla.
Pause.
If there was frosted, I'm putting chocolate frosted. Like, I was bugging. Like, context of what food was at that time. I just was putting stuff on on the macaroni freezer packet thing. Yeah, so it was just a crazy experience. Like I put the packet inside the oven. I showed her a picture of that. I let that sit for like a good, I would say 35 minutes. And it was really cooking. Like it was cooking a lot, and it looked valid. So after 45, 50 minutes, I saw my mom picture. She was like, you know what, it's good. Like that thing is damn near about to bubble over there. Plastic wrap or whatever the case is. I think it's good to take out and start eating. So I was like, hey, say no more. I've been starving for at least 4 to 5 hours now. Let's get crazy. So some Spam in the fridge. I think I cut up the Spam. The Spam was cooked properly for sure, because I know how to make Spam. Like, let's not be crazy now. I know how to cut it up and everything like that. I made that with some onions or whatever the case is. I didn't even like onions. I just wanted to get fancy, and I just had that Spam, the mac and cheese. So I just was eating that up, and I finished it. Had no problems. Had no stomach pains. No, nothing like that. I was good. I was good for the night. To bed. So when I was going to bed, I think my mom was still downstairs, right? I think I went downstairs the first time to tell her, like, yo, like, I don't know what's wrong, but like my stomach feels crazy right now. It just feels ridiculous. So she was like, you know what, something like that, and you should be fine for the rest of the night. I was like, okay. I mean, I told her again, like, something is wrong. Like, my stomach is killing me. Like, where, like, you can't sleep it off. It hurts, like, really, really bad. I didn't know what to do. Like, I never experienced pain like that to this day. Like, sign that really set off, like, alarms was when I couldn't even, like, stand up. Like, I think I damn near, like, I couldn't stand up. Like, I was crouched like this in a corner. Like, I couldn't move. So I think that was the sign where, like, yeah, if he can't even lay on his bed or stand up, like, he needs to go to the ER immediately. So it felt like somebody punched my stomach 1,000 times. That's what it felt like. If you guys are trying to wonder what I was feeling. Into the car, I managed somehow to get to the home. We were driving to the ER. So throughout the ER ride, I couldn't even sit down. Like, I was just, like, my stomach felt ridiculously crazy. Good. It wasn't a good feeling at all. Like, not even feel like I wanted to throw up. Just, we finally reached the ER. There was a car in front that was trying to get out the parking space, but instead of getting out the parking space, like, he made a really bad jerk. So it caught her off guard. So she did. And once she jerked like this and like that, and then went forward, I just let loose. I let loose. Everything that, like, was bothering my stomach just came up all over the car. I mean, all over. Like, I was in the back seat and he just went all over. After that happened, my mom was like, ah. The weird thing is, like, that's just so weird. Like, how it didn't happen in the house. It didn't happen when I got outside to get in the car. It didn't happen on our way to the ER. It happened right when we were at the entrance of the ER. I never felt that. So when I was throwing up, I was like, yo, what is this? What's going on? Like, at this point, I'm like, yo, it has to be the mac and cheese. To the point where I think I'm just half asleep. Like, I'm, like, basically, like, lacking energy because, like, everything's coming out of my body, I guess the medical thing is to say. So I'm just lacking energy inside the hospital bed, and it's coming, and I'm just resting there. And I'm like, yo, what is going on with me, right? So I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, I am, like, dead sick. A Christmas tournament is now off the table for me. Like, I definitely can't play. Like, I text my coach, like, I don't think I can make it. I'm just too sick. Like, I just damn near threw off like 10 pounds just throwing up stuff. Like, yeah, they're pumping IV in me at an hour where I'm just throwing up every 20 minutes. Like, I'm throwing up everything to the point where I need a bag, like a bag. And, like, I'm not really conscious too. Like, I just remember blurs of me throwing up. Like, I don't really remember me having a conversation or anything like that. I remember waking up in the dead, like, in my crazy stuff, still wanted to play, but, like, there's no way I could have played like that. I just lost so much energy. So it was a crazy experience for me. After that, I'm pretty sure my mom was more, like, observant. Like, she needed to show me how to cook some food because she was going to be home all the time. Like, she worked far away, so she needed to show me how to cook some food and do stuff. Like, watch her in the kitchen more, watch my dad in the kitchen more, and I can't just be doing stuff like that. Put a vanilla in mac and cheese. I just can't. I hope you guys like this story time. There will be more story times like this. My life is absolutely crazy. Like, if you guys think I'm playing, the moral of this story is don't put vanilla in mac and cheese. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the love. We're out of here.
I was so complacent, I need a spaceship. Cause I'm going places that's really spacious. Used to be hated, but now I'm favorite. Cause I got the flavor, they love it, baby. They say I'm the savior, but I can save you.